Yeah, so the community fridge is currently open 5 days a week. We're open to everybody in the community, and it attracts a vast variety of different people to the area. We collect food, surplus food from supermarkets. Households can also donate food, and in the growing months we get a lot from gardeners and small farming businesses. So we're signed up with a fair share and also the neighbourly projects, so that enables us collection slots from Tesco's and Aldi's weekly. Any other slots we get are a bonus. Local organisations like Dione and Aberporth, they also give us milkshakes. We've had coffees from Bay Roosters, the Crust support us, the Ship in Aberporth, Driftwood Cafe. Anybody with surplus food we've approached, and they just give us food supplies when they can, really, which is great. So our volunteers go out and collect food on an evening usually, because that's when they know what stock they've got left over from their day's sales. Anything yellow sticker, anything that is best before we can keep on the shelves and in the fridge. When the food arrives, it all gets weighed in so that we can record our impact, and before anything leaves us, it gets weighed out as well. Within the first year of us, say, trading, we saved over 7 tonne of food from landfill alone, which is amazing. Any surplus we have left that maybe past its use by, or things that are not quite fit for consumption anymore, will get composted into our community garden. So the community garden runs right adjacent to the fridge. It's a perfect location. People come and sit in the garden, have a coffee, and they can see how it all works.
At the core of the funding bid was funding for a community coordinator who would actually run it. It was based also very much on having a volunteer task force.
A lot of our volunteer base are people who have moved into the community and didn't actually know how to connect and get involved. So for them it's been a lifeline into actually immersing themselves into the Welsh language and also the culture of the area.
Aberporth is obviously a coastal community. It's in its heyday. You know, it was quite a thriving fishing port. Now it relies mainly on tourism and seasonal jobs. Even though we have things like second homes and house prices are really high, we have a large section of the population who are on a low income, and for example at the school 25% of the children are below the poverty index, free school meals, etc. So there's a lot of poverty and social exclusion as well. We have quite a high elderly population, and we have a lot of loneliness, and that is really why the Heart of the Community project came into being, is to tackle those problems that we see in our community. And we finally opened after all the little blips we had with COVID in the autumn of 21, and it was just immediate success. It just attracted volunteers, people were really interested in it, and it's just grown and grown. It's been a fantastic success. And the project then inspired other projects. So we got funding from Keep Wells Tidy for our community garden, which linked into the fridge, because people can come, they can get stuff from the fridge, they can take fresh herbs, brilliant. And we also had funding for a digital project. One of our volunteers is a retired IT teacher, and she was able to give lessons to people who are digitally excluded, got free Wi-Fi here, and enable them to access the Wi-Fi and get online. So that's been a huge success as well. And I think it acts like a magnet, because it is successful. It attracts other things, and yeah, it's going from strength to strength.